Hulk, and what are your favorite memories of working with Vern?
Well, Vern was the Sly Fox. He helped me right out of the shoot. I sent him some pictures from Japan after I got fired from the WWF. For doing the Rocky movie. I went over to Japan. I was living over there for a couple months because I just loved it over there, and didn't want to go home. I was homesteading at the KO Plaza there and staying over there for all the tours. And I sent Vern some pictures. He told me to come on in, and he's the one that started the Hulk up stuff. When the guys beat on you, just go down to one knee, don't take a bump. Just got a ton of heat on me with all the boys. But Vern was the one that was teaching me how to work. And Greg was very insightful too. Greg had a good handle on the Hulk Hogan character. So they're the ones that kind of like taught me how to come up, do the no-sell, and that whole Hulkamania style was born. And thank God I had those 3 years in Minnesota to develop the character, because even when I went to wrestle the Sheik, I still didn't have my gimmick down all the way. Even though that night was magical in Madison Square Gardens, it wasn't until about 5 or 6 months later I actually put the whole thing together and figured it out, and had the room service in there also. But
yeah, that's my line.
It took a while, but Vern was great. He helped me a lot.
Hey, Hulk, I didn't know. I thought that Vince set you up with that movie. They fired you for making a Rocky movie?
Vince Sr., Gorilla Monsoon, came to me and gave me a Western Union letter, said that Sylvester Stallone wants to talk to you at Allentown TV. I threw it away.
Yeah.
I went to Japan for 10 weeks, and when I came back to Allentown to make TV again, they gave me another letter. Stallone wants to talk to you, so I called him. I told Vince Sr. that whatever month it was, November, January, February, whatever month it was, I had to go for 10 days to make this Rocky movie. He goes, no, you're not making that. And I said, yeah, I am. And we didn't really argue about it. And so in Fall River, I told Strongbow that I'd seen, in a couple of weeks, because I was flying out to California to make the Rocky movie. He goes, no way. You got to drive to Charlotte. You're supposed to be on TV for Crockett tomorrow. You're supposed to make TV. And I said, I'm not driving from Fall River, Mass. to Charlotte or wherever the hell the TV's at. I'm flying out to LA to make this movie. So I called Vincent home from Fall River, from the arena, Fall River, Mass. And I called Vince in Fort Lauderdale and told Vince Sr. I was going to make the movie. He goes, no, you're not. I said, yes, I am. He goes, well, if you go make that movie, you'll never work here again. And so that's how that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, well, then, darn you. I mean, here's the thing, because I'm sitting on the outside, but everybody knew. And, of course, I'm very close to Bockwinkel and all those guys, right? Here's my take on this. If he would have put the belt, I don't know why, you guys sold it out 3 times in a row, or 4 times. He was Nick, St. Paul.
Yeah.
He wouldn't put the belt, and he wouldn't, and Vern, old school, like Opie a little bit, he wouldn't give Hulk any marketing opportunities. Am I saying that right, Hulk?
I started selling some T-shirts. I'd go over to France and Avenue to the Yorkshire Mall and make some T-shirts, Hulkamania or One Scar, 1 Million Enemies. I started selling the T-shirts out of off a little card table in the arenas. And when I went back, when I came back from Japan, I went to Channel 9 there, and Vince had boxes and boxes of Hulkamania shirts. I said, what the hell is this? He goes, oh, I'm making those shirts and selling. I said, well, what's my percentage? He goes, you don't get any. I said, oh, really? And we got a little argument, a little wrestling match there at the TV station.
Now, I heard all these stories, but, you and I probably have talked about it before, but, that was that old school mentality, man, because nobody ever heard of marketing. And that's, how Vince, and then I'm not even sure how it came about, but I knew that you went right from Japan. You went